Hey Raiders fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Las Vegas Raiders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. Greetings, Raider Nation. It's a pleasure to reconnect with you for another update. It has certainly been a while since our last conversation, and last week was incredibly hectic due to the numerous events surrounding WrestleMania, which took place in Las Vegas. It was an unforgettable weekend full of adrenaline. Now, the focus returns to football, and we're just days away from the NFL draft, where we'll finally find out what the Raiders will do with the 6th overall pick. Before diving into that topic, I'd like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who has supported this channel over the past few months. As I mentioned, this week is all about the draft, and the anticipation is palpable. Not only will we learn who joins our team, but there will also be a draft party hosted at the Palms Casino in Las Vegas. I'm excited about the chance to interact with fans, reconnect with former players, and share live reactions with Raider Nation as the picks come in. One thing's for sure, there's a new wave of optimism as we approach the weekend, with many believing this could be the year the Raiders return to the playoffs. While high hopes are common at this time of year, this season feels special. It's fascinating to note that cities that host WrestleMania have historically seen their teams make the playoffs the following season. WrestleMania 37 at Raymond James Stadium saw the Buccaneers reach the divisional round. WrestleMania 38 aligned with a Cowboys playoff run. WrestleMania 39 brought the Rams to a wild-card appearance. And last year, WrestleMania 40 at Lincoln Financial Field saw the Eagles win the Super Bowl over the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, with WrestleMania 41 set at Allegiant Stadium, it can only mean one thing. The Raiders are playoff bound. There's genuine hope that we look back on this moment and say, wow, I was right. Let's talk about Jalen Milroe. According to recent reports, the Las Vegas Raiders are seriously considering drafting quarterback Jalen Milroe from the University of Alabama in the 2025 NFL Draft. Last week, the Raiders confirmed they remain open to selecting a quarterback, and sources say they're eyeing Milroe, especially with Geno Smith already on the roster. Las Vegas would be an appealing destination for Milroe to learn behind Geno Smith for a couple of years. Smith just signed a 2-year contract extension, but the team can easily move on after that period, with minimal cap impact in 2026. Personally, I see Milroe as a solid day 2 option, perhaps even a late first-round pick if a team decides to trade up for him. If he's available at pick 37, he'd be one of my top choices from this quarterback class. Milroe is a player with exciting potential. He's a dynamic athlete, explosive with his legs, and has a strong arm for deep throws. That said, his decision-making and consistency remain concerns, as his floor is considered the lowest among this year's QB prospects. With Geno Smith as a mentor and an experienced offensive coordinator like Chip Kelly, Milroe has significant upside with the Raiders. If he slips into the 3rd round, that would be a huge opportunity. Though it's unlikely he falls that far, there's growing belief in Geno Smith's ability to lead, especially with Chip Kelly's offensive mind and a strong coaching staff behind him. If Milroe does slip to the 3rd round, it would be an incredible value pick. He made a strong impression on the Raiders during the NFL Combine and in team interviews. Another QB to watch is Quinn Ewers, the former Texas Longhorn. Both are potential day 2 picks if the Raiders don't go quarterback early. At this point, it seems only Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders would be justifiable picks at number 6 overall. Any other quarterback at that spot might be seen as a reach unless the Raiders decide to trade back. That option could give them more picks and flexibility to take a QB later in the round. The Raiders scouting department is preparing for several possible outcomes, including who might be off the board by pick 6. They're tracking visits, private workouts, and pro days closely, though predicting other teams' actions is always a guessing game. The main question is whether the Raiders are content with the talent pool at 6, or whether they'll consider moving up or down. If 1 or 2 players stand out, they might stay put. If a top prospect unexpectedly drops, they could make a move. Alternatively, they could trade down to gather more assets and target promising prospects a bit further down the board. If one or two players are truly high on their board, staying at 6 makes sense. But if someone unexpectedly falls, they may pounce. There's a cluster of intriguing prospects that could be had a bit later, and the Raiders may be tempted to accumulate trade assets to make a bold move later on. Right now, it's about internal evaluations and preparation. What other teams do is beyond their control, but when their turn comes, they need to be ready. Back to quarterbacks. One prominent voice in the community believes Shedeur Sanders should be the pick at 6. The Colorado QB has NFL-ready tools, a great mentor in his Hall of Fame father, and strong college production. If available, he should be in serious consideration. If not, then it might be time to prioritize defense, especially in a division full of top-tier quarterbacks. Improving the defense is vital. Scoring alone doesn't win games. That means players like Will Johnson, Mason Graham, or Abdul Carter could be in play. The first round emphasis might shift to defense unless the offensive line needs to take precedence or the Raiders fall in love with a QB. There are plenty of offensive options available, but the right pick will depend on how the draft unfolds. In my opinion, aside from selecting a quarterback or perhaps a wide receiver, the Raiders should focus on the offensive line. However, we'll have to wait and see what the front office decides. There's speculation about a specific player being picked at 6, a player who many mock drafts and analysts have linked to the Raiders. This player is widely considered the top running back in this draft class. And while it may seem early to some, pick 6 could be his ceiling due to a lack of RB needs from the teams drafting ahead. There's growing buzz about a potential trade from another team trying to move up and get this player, so keep an eye on that. If the Raiders do make this pick, most would welcome it, but there's always the chance they go in a different direction. Perhaps even a surprising one. The last time the Raiders picked 6th in the first round, they chose a wide receiver, and that decision paid off. So the question remains, will they use the 6th pick on this top RB or trade the spot? There's also been chatter about potentially trading a player entering his 3rd season who's had a modest start to his career. While many believe his best football is still ahead, the new regime might prefer players who fit their system. Another trade possibility is a quarterback, which would likely prompt a move for a new QB or a defensive piece in this draft. Someone who could either start or rotate in immediately. While some might label him a bust, there's belief that he's starting to find his place, and it would sting to see him traded and then thrive elsewhere. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that is sending shockwaves throughout the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders have pulled off what many are calling the most significant signing in franchise history. Tyreek Hill, widely recognized as one of the league's most explosive and game-changing wide receivers, is officially a Raider. The acquisition marks a bold and ambitious statement by the organization, signaling their intent to immediately compete at the highest level. Hill, known for his electrifying speed and ability to turn any play into a touchdown, brings a new dimension to the Raiders' offense. His presence alone forces defenses to adjust, creating opportunities for teammates and giving the quarterback a reliable and dangerous deep threat on every snap. After years of inconsistency and rebuilding phases, this signing is more than just a boost to the roster. It's a message to the league that the Raiders are done waiting. With this historic move, Las Vegas has secured not only an elite playmaker, but also a proven winner. Hill's track record with the Kansas City Chiefs includes multiple Pro Bowl selections and a Super Bowl title, and now he arrives in Nevada with a reputation as a relentless competitor who thrives under pressure. His experience, leadership, and ability to stretch the field vertically could be the missing piece the Raiders need to turn potential into playoff success. Fans across the Silver and Black Nation are celebrating what many see as a turning point in the franchise's modern era. While the road ahead remains challenging in a competitive AFC, adding a player of Hill's caliber changes everything. The Raiders didn't just get faster, they got serious. And with Tyreek Hill in silver and black, anything feels possible. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.